What's up, world? This is Sporty Black checking in again. Shout out to the Dawg Nation. Shout out to everybody tuning in, watching the channel. Today, I focused on the position previews, and today's position will be the wide receivers at the University of Georgia. Um, this is a very talented group of receivers from top to bottom. Maybe the most talented group of receivers that Georgia has had, and in recent years. And when you think about this group, they only really lose Javon Williams, although he was the leading receiver last year. He got several people that we feel like could step in and really help with the contributions. Most noticeably, um, Riley Ridley, the younger brother of Calvin Ridley, who just went first round to the Falcons out of Alabama. Um, he's very capable of stepping into that role. You also got other emerging younger players that's moving up. You have look out for redshirt freshman Matt Landers. He has the body type. He's like 6'5", 6'4", 6'5". He shined in the G-Day game. He's pretty good. You also got another big receiver, Jeremiah Holloman. He'll be a sophomore this year. He's pretty good. And then you got to think, you got Kearis Jackson coming in. He's pretty good. You got Akil Crumplin, who will be a senior this year. He's pretty good. And then you got your main guys such as Terry Godwin. He's been a very productive receiver throughout his Georgia career. He'll be the focal point this year for our leadership wise. He's a very good receiver, great route runner with deceptive speed. Then you also have Miko Hartman, who made his transition from defensive back to wide receiver last year. It was a pretty great transition as the season progressed. In the early stages of the season, he was kind of up and down. He had a few drop passes that kind of messed with him mentally, and the fans would give him a hard time about that. But as the season went on, he became a very valuable target, and he got the speed that you need to stretch the field, and his versatility with all he brings as far as with his ability to do misdirection things and wide receiver strings and reverses, and also he's a great punt returner as well as a kickoff returner. So just his overall dynamic he brings to the team is great. He's one of the most valuable players on the team, honestly, because he plays a lot on special team. Matter of fact, I think he played on every special team unit from kickoff to kickoff coverage, punt return, punt coverage. You know what I'm saying? So he played on all of the special team unit as well as a great slot receiver. So when you just think about overall talent-wise, Georgia has one of the most talented wide receiver groups in the country. The wide receivers, they understand their role in the run game because we have to use our wide receivers to block, So they understand that, they embody that. Riley Ridley is one of the better downfield blockers as far as wide receivers are concerned. He's very physical, which is why he also plays a big role on special teams. Speaking of special teams, our best special team player as far as coverage wise is Jason Stanley. He's a senior wide receiver. He's pretty fast. He got the size that you look for in a receiver. He just got to get more confidence in catching the ball. Being that this is senior year, I look for him to really step up in that aspect of his game because he's trying to make it to the league this year. So I look for him to be more productive receiving the ball. And we got a lot of people. Michael Chigbu, I don't think he's going to be with the team this year. He had a lot of issue with injuries, so don't look for him. Like I said, we got a lot of talent in the wide receiver room, man. But keep an eye out on Kearis Jackson and Matt Landers. Those are the two sleepers. Those are the two dark horses that I think will emerge this year, as well as Akil Crumpton. I think we got enough depth to, basically do a lot of rotation, in and out with the wide receivers. So I don't think fatigue or injuries and none of that will be any kind of concern this year because the competition that we have at the receiver position is it's brutal. It's really brutal. And so I think I think that's gonna be one of our strengths this year. I think that the fact that we have such great receivers this year, I think that is the reason why you will see the offense open up more this year. Last year we was more of like a 65% run team to 35% pass, maybe like a 70-30, 65-35 ratio. I think this year we will be more balanced, closer to 50-50 run and pass. And I think that's really what you want and need when you're trying to be a efficient offense. Georgia was pretty efficient last year, but a lot of their thirds and long, they just gave it to Sonny Michelle or Nick Chubb, and they still got the first down anyway. I don't know if that's gonna be the recipe this year. I think it'll be a little more passing going on this year, and I think Jake Fromm is ready for that, and so look for the receivers to have a pretty good year this year, man, for real. And I don't know. I just think the wide receiver room is one of our best position groups of this entire football team that we have. So look for the receivers to play a big role in the offense this year. Look for Terry Godwin to be a very vocal leader, leading by example. You know, as well as Miko Hartman. I look for Miko Hartman to really, really turn the corner this year, and get into a lot of the talks of like All American, teams and things of this nature. I think he got that kind of potential to really be special. So yeah, look for Miko Hartman to really jump out on the scene this year as well. But that's all I got to say pretty much about this wide receiver group. Because next year we all know we got Jaden Hazelwood coming in right now. He's ranked as the number one receiver in the country. So look for him, come in and do his thing 2019. But that's all I pretty much got today on the position previews. I will have another position preview shortly. I think I'm going to do defensive backs next, so stay tuned for that. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I'm Sporty Black. I'm out. Go Dogs.